Hello, Aries. This is your general reading for the week of the 13th to the 19th of August. Aries, sun, moon, or rising sign, depending on what you resonate best with. Let's go ahead and have a look and see what message or messages come up for you for this week, Aries. Aries, 13th to the 19th of August, Aries. Okay, Aries. So what I'm seeing for you for this week, I do feel like there is going to be some kind of some focus possibly on work, some focus on getting things done, a task at hand possibly. And I am seeing possibly a period of possible stagnation, possible waiting, some kind of possible decision that you have to make. I feel that the current situation is such that you are trying to see things from a bigger picture right now. I feel like the situation that you're currently in, you're paying attention to details. You're seeing things from a micro level, essentially, Aries. And I do want to say, I feel some of your energy here coming through our Knight of Wands. I do want to say that right now you're paying attention to the small details, what you have going on in your own life, what kind of tasks you have to accomplish, and you're paying attention to minor things. And I feel like right now there's kind of this bigger picture or some kind of things that you have to see on a bigger scale, actually. I feel that there's some kind of possible paranoia about this situation in general, some kind of paranoia, some kind of hesitation to want to see things on a bigger scale, to want to see things on a bigger picture. Aries, I want to say that you're focused right now on details, focused on minor things, and you're trying to focus and trying to see how you can see things from a different perspective, essentially. This could be regarding a situation with work. This could be regarding a situation with relationships in general. However, I feel right now that your energy is such this week that a decision needs to be made about something. A decision needs to be made, and you're focusing in on the small details. Aries, you're focusing in on small details, and I want to say that the bigger picture needs to be taken into consideration here. If you can see things from a different perspective, if you can try to focus and concentrate your energy on seeing things from a different perspective, seeing things on a large scale, because I want to say that right now I feel like you're honing in on the details, and I feel like there's a decision that needs to be made that requires seeing things on a larger scale. I want to say, for whatever reason, you're holding back, or you're quite possibly too inundated with the smaller things, that it's a challenge right now to be able to see things in a different way. The focus, I want to say, the focus or the advantage that you have is that you have this skill that you can focus, you can concentrate. I want to say, Aries, when you put your mind to something, you are able to complete that task, you're able to follow through with it. I do want to say that you are an individual that is able to start and finish things from beginning to end. I want to say that when you put your mind to something, you're able to follow through, because I am seeing this energy here in the Ace of Swords. I'm feeling like you're a very focused individual. I feel that the slight challenge is going to be to try to see things in a different way, however, and move away from this this detail-oriented kind of paying attention to all the small things and trying to see things on a bigger picture right now in order to help you make this decision, Aries. I feel that there is some kind of decision that needs to be made. This decision could have something to do with how you're moving forward in general. This could have something to do with a possible work situation. I am seeing a possible work situation here, coworkers, working with individuals in general, some kind of expansion or some kind of working together in general as a team. I feel that there could be a possible decision that needs to be made here. Some kind of multitasking almost is what I want to say. I feel like right now you may have a project that you're working on that requires a lot of focus, a lot of dedication, a lot of concentration. And I feel like you're almost having tunnel vision in this period. You're having tunnel vision, and I feel like there's something bigger that needs to be taken into account, quite possibly regarding a work situation, quite possibly with how you're moving forward in that work situation, and quite possibly having to make a decision about how to move forward. I want to say, Aries, if your question overall has to do with relationships, I want to say that right now there's a lot of focus and attention on a specific issue in the relationship. This could have to do with some kind of block moving forward, a block in general. The question being, if you're feeling stagnant in a relationship, if you're feeling stuck in a relationship right now, the decision on how to move forward in that relationship. And I want to say to let things go, essentially to let things go and to see the bigger picture. Sometimes we don't have all the information, especially when we're microtasking, we're paying attention to what we have in front of us, we're unable to see everything else that's happening. And the message that's coming through right now for me, Aries, is synchronicity. I do want to say anything that you're doing, whether it's work, or if it's relationships, I want to say look for the synchronicities, because I feel like the energy right now coming through is one that these messages are telling me synchronicity. Look for things that are happening simultaneously. Look for things that are out of your normal range of vision, for example. See the messages in the external world, is what I'm seeing, instead of being so focused and so attentive on what you're doing in front of you. Try to see things, try to be mindful of the world around you. Is the message that I'm seeing. Whether it is in a work situation, whether it's in a relationship, be mindful of what's around you. Look for the synchronicities, look for the signs and the messages that are around you. Try to see things in general from a different perspective. I do feel like you have some decision that you need to make this week. And like I said, whether it's regarding a relationship, whether it's regarding some kind of work situation, I feel like the decision that you have to make is how to move forward. How are you going to move forward in your work, in your relationship? What things can you do to move forward? And I want to say right now, Aries, you're focused on what you have at hand, the task you have at hand. Try to see things from a different perspective. Try to see the bigger picture. Try to see things on a grand scale. Try to look for the synchronicities. Try to see the messages in the external world. If you can, Aries, see things differently, and try to let go of some of that, some of the details. Let go of some of the focus and concentration that you have right now, focused exactly on what you have in front of you. Sometimes we'll notice things out of the corner of our eye. And these are sometimes messages that come through for us. Messages, if we're looking for a response to a decision that we need to make, sometimes the answer is right in front of us, but around us. Sometimes it's not necessarily, if we put, I'm almost seeing this image like you have your blinders on right now and you're only paying attention to what you have in front of you. But I want to say sometimes when we need to make a decision, we're so focused on trying to make that decision, we don't see any other option around us. But sometimes the messages come in the external world. Sometimes they are already around us. We just have to open our eyes and we have to see things in a different way. We have to let go of what it is that we're doing. We have to let go of that focus, of that attention to the task at hand, and we have to start to be mindful. We have to open our eyes essentially to the world around us. And this, Aries, this is what's going to assist you with making this decision, making the decision in work or in a relationship or whatever it is that you're currently doing right now. In order to make this decision, let go of what the task is that you have at hand and try to see the bigger picture. Try to look for messages around you. Try to see things out of the corner of your eye and try to almost arrive in this place of this contemplative state, almost, where you can receive the messages that are around you, take the messages in that are around you, kind of not being so focused, because it's at this point when we let go of our focus, we let go of our concentration, it's at this point that we become more receptive to the messages that are going to come in for us in order to assist us in making a decision in this case of moving forward, how to move forward at work, how to move forward in a relationship, how to move forward in general. To make this decision, we can let go of what it is that we're doing and see the bigger picture. So that is the message that I see for you for this week, Aries. Do let me know if you have questions or comments. If you're interested in additional readings, you can contact. If you're interested in additional readings, you can find membership links below for additional readings. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find my contact info below. Do subscribe if you like this material, and have a good week.